Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to this Relationship Thursday. And my name is Sheila Rollins, and I am the founder of H.U.L.A Ministries Entertainment and Associates Inc. And on this YouTube, we are OA, which is Overcomers Anonymous, where we support anyone desiring to overcome anything. And on this YouTube today, we'll be talking about the topic that I promised. How can we fix our love relationships with using the 5 love languages and transform that love into something amazing, something wonderful, and something divine. So thank you so much for viewing my channel. Thank you for sharing the information. Thank you so much for encouraging subscription. I appreciate it. So the five languages first we have to remember are: number 1, words of affirmation, where people like to hear nice compliments. Number 2, acts of service, doing something nice for a person. Number 3, time and attention, quality time, where people want to receive that attention from you, just you and them. And number 4, gifts. People want to receive gifts. And then number 5, physical touch. Not always sex, holding a hand, a hug around the shoulder, maybe a kiss on the cheek or something, or maybe a pat on the butt, who knows. Okay, but anyhow, physical touch. And so basically, I think that when we're in relationships, we have to be different kinds of people. And so basically, sometimes in the past, I know I have given a love that I wanted instead of a love that the person wanted. So in the 5 love languages, basically, which is a book that was created by Gary Chapman, it teaches you the importance of giving a person what you want. All of us have these bright ideals that we want to love a person the way we want to love them. You don't care about missing the mark? It's best to love a person. Why you want to mix it up, okay? I mean, you can love them sometimes how you want, but however, the majority of what you should give another person is what they want, okay? That's truly the way of not missing the mark. So let's get into the whole ideas about what we can do. And I'm going to take it from the bottom first and then go up to the most important ones. Okay, so I have about 8 here. So basically you can perform the 5 love languages, like what I told you, all right, without any outcome. Not worrying about the outcome, just basically suspending the outcome and leaving the outcome to God and just doing, what it is that you have found out about to do. And remember, these are not in order. Okay, and then you can find out what the person's love language is. Now remember, they can fall into 2 categories. They can be primary, which is their favorite, and then there can be second one, the one that comes after the favorite, may be very good but not necessarily excellent to them. So you find out from them for various ways, and I have a video where it talks about finding out what your partner's love language is. Look that up and view that. But it's several ways that you can find out what your partner's love language is. Listen, look, watch, be observant. You can find out what their love languages is. And then you need to apologize. Anything that you've done that, whether you think it was wrong or not, if they think it was wrong, then it was wrong to them. Okay, so, we have to apologize. Okay. And then, in order for us to even work on a problem, we have to recognize that there is a problem. Okay, we have to recognize and accept. Sometimes people are like in la la land. So when a spouse or a partner brings to their mind that there is a problem, they're like, they just never thought of such a thing, because they're so removed from the reality of what's going on in their own relationship. So recognize there is a problem, and also staying connected with the person. All right, so moving on to, I guess this is maybe like number 5, okay? Um, Recommit. Like, that may be something that we have to do over and over again when something happens. Sometimes, the first thing the person want to do, well, you know what, I'm done. I don't want this relationship. No, breaking up is not an option. Don't make it an option. Recommit instead. And then the one after that is commit. Remember, these are not in order, okay? And then be humble. In order for us to be in a relationship and grow the way that God would have us to grow, we need to be humble. And when we're humble, we can be teachable. And therefore, when we teach, because in relationships, you are both teachable and you also teach. So when you teach, you can also be humble. You don't have to hit a person across the head with the information. You can give it to them in the most humblest way, seeing that none of us know everything. And there's always areas that we get into, that what they call gray areas, where we just don't know. I mean, that happens in parenting, and it happens also with us as individuals, and certainly it will happen in relationships as well. And then the last and the final and the most important thing is call God. It was God in the Garden of Eden that brought Adam and Eve together in the first relationship. Okay? It was God, as they stayed with him, that sustained that relationship and gave them what was necessary and what they needed to carry on in that relationship and have abundance in that relationship. Remember, it was when they strayed that sin came into this world, death and hatred and all kinds of mayhem, okay, came into the world. Okay, so remember, if we want to have a good relationship, we cannot leave out God. We have to include God, because it was God who said in Ephesians 5:25 for the husbands to love their wives. Okay? And how can you love your wife if you don't study to learn her, to be teachable by her? Okay? Yeah, God would drop some information from the sky, but why should he when she can talk, or he can talk and they can tell you, how to love one another. So basically, husbands, be attentive enough to love your wives. And wives, respect your husband so that he can feel loved also. Respect him enough to keep his business. No exploiting, okay, but showing true love and concern. And if you're going to exploit, do it before the throne of God, okay? Take it to God, and not to the telephone. Okay, I love you. That's all I have for you. I hope this was helpful. So remember, okay, let me do them again. This time I'll do them in order, okay? Excuse me. Call God. All right, can't fail there. Be humble. Commit. Recommit. Recognize that there is a problem. Apologize. Find out what your partner's love language is, okay? And perform the love language that you find out without controlling the outcome. Suspend the outcome to the will and the power of God. I love you. I hope this was helpful. See you in the next YouTube next week. It'll be something about relationships. We'll see. It'll be a surprise. But see you then. Have a great rest of Relationship Thursday. Okay. See you in the next YouTube. And remember, share and encourage subscriptions all around the world to everybody you know. All right. Bye-bye.